Nerds Talking, the podcast.
Yo, we talk about lightsabers, stunning your TV screens, what you want to stream, everything beyond your dreams. Want to talk about movies, sports, or even politics? Go ahead and tune into us. We'll give you all of it. Whatever you're debating, Xbox or PlayStation, Marvel or DC, Mac or PC. Teraflops when the movie drops, gigabytes, chips, RAM, no matter what it is, we got all of it. Welcome to the show.
Nerds Talking, the podcast.
Welcome to Nerds Talking, the podcast. I'm here with Carlos, Laura, and I'm Lafayette. Welcome to another Friday. That's right. Are you going to the movies this week? And are you going to watch a movie?
No.
Oh, that's not right. That's the wrong answer.
Sorry, that's just coming from a mom who doesn't have any time.
There's only one movie coming out this weekend. And it's actually just two movies. My mistake. Love Hurts, starring Ke-Huy Quan. If you don't know who that is, that's Short
good.
Round. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
And other movie coming out this weekend is called Hard Eyes, which is a slasher movie.
Thriller.
Oh, I saw
Or
that one.
Slasher horror, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that one advertised.
Which I think has gotten some good reviews. Yeah, it is. It's at 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. I think it's a pretty good slasher movie.
If you're into that sort of thing, I'm sure it checks a bunch of boxes.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some titties and a lot of blood.
I'm there. The first part. You know, I think when you're younger, that's exciting. You know what I mean? When you're like a teenager, hey, man, let's go see. I heard that movie Friday the 13th has titties. Yeah, man, let's go see titties. And then now it's like, is it a selling point? No, I don't think so.
Well, they're not targeted towards us.
No.
Well, I know. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I think about movies nowadays is I think, who is the target market for this? And it's often not me. So I try not to judge them too harshly when I'm not in the market for this kind of thing.
Well, yeah. It's
so
like
have
when
at. If you enjoy it, enjoy it.
Yeah,
Whatever.
It's like when they, critique a cartoon like it's like hardcore drama.
Yeah.
It made no sense. The plot holes are so stupid.
Yeah.
Why would he do that? I'm
Yeah.
like, it's a cartoon about a boy that lost his pack of bubble gum at the zoo. Now he talks to animals? And you're questioning this movie?
And the kids are laughing, having a good time. It's an A+, man. It's
only
a 5.
movie-
Yep.
I saw it recently. Hit Pig. I saw Hit Pig in the theaters.
What is that?
It was an
you
animated
call
movie that came out like 2 months ago.
Hit Pig.
Hit Pig. Yeah, Hit Pig. It's about a
Never
hitman,
heard of
a pig. He's a hitman. Anyway, he's tasked to rescue this
And
blue
people-
elephant.
People are giving plot holes to Hitman Pig, is what
Well,
you're saying?
What I was gonna say is this movie deserves all the criticism it got. That's the cartoon where literally kids did not laugh. It was a dead silent theater, and I was like, "This movie's so bad. It's so bad." The main
there you
voice
go.
actor was Jason Sudeikis, and
Oh, poor
but the
Jason.
movie itself is it's really bad. Anyway, Hit Pig now on streaming somewhere. So there you go, Hit Pig. I had it up for a minute, but nobody watched it, so I got rid of it. So here's
I
what it
didn't
is.
even know it was up.
Yeah, never heard of it. Don't give a fuck.
Yeah, no, believe me, you don't want to see it. It's a horrible movie. It's not worth your time. Don't do it. The number one movie this past weekend, I think, was One of Them Days. So there you go, One of Them Days. So like I
Just
said,
one of those days.
Yep. If you like Friday, you'll like One of Them Days.
Sounds like a Limp Bizkit biopic.
That's right. Wasn't that the name of the song?
It wasn't the name of the song.
No,
but
name
it
of the
was
song
one of the
was
lyrics.
What was the name of it? Because that song was just one of them days that you.
Oh, about
wanna-
that he said, she
She
said,
said
bullshit.
That's right. That's right.
I don't know the name of the song. I just it's stuck in there from what 2001 or whenever it came in.
He says something about break shit and whatever.
Yeah, I think
I'll
that's
wake
the
up and wanna
theme of the
break shit.
song.
It
like,
is, it
just
is.
being angry.
Yeah. You just had enough bullshit. You're done with it. I'm over it. One of them days. It's just one of them days. Which was a movie called Falling Down. If you haven't seen it, he had one.
I
He had
hate
one of
that
them
movie.
days. He had one.
I hate that movie.
You don't like that movie?
No, it's a white man's wet dream.
Oh, it sure is. Oh, it sure is.
I'm just like, you're making terrible, terrible choices.
Every-
left and right.
Yeah, right. And he blames everybody else.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
I'm like, fucking get over it. And like, you know what? If you're going to be a psycho and go on a rampage, like whatever. But then he's like mad that he doesn't have custody of his kid. Clearly, you should not have custody of your child.
No. You don't walk into McDonald's with a shotgun.
Yeah.
And when they mess up your order, you go ape shit.
Clearly, your wife was very right to withhold custody.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Clearly, this movie was ahead of its time.
I would agree with that. I think that it was, but
Oh,
also it's still
yeah.
bullshit, no matter when it was released. But I agree. I think it would have gotten better reception nowadays.
Was that a David Lynch movie? He passed away recently.
Did he really?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah. Yeah. Known for Twin Peaks, I think it is.
Yep.
Yep. That was his big thing was Twin Peaks.
I hated Twin Peaks too.
No, didn't watch it. Didn't watch it.
But I liked other David Lynch stuff.
Oh yeah. I mean, he's done some other. Did he do? No, he didn't do Seven. Who did Seven?
Yeah, he died January 15th.
Yeah. He died recently.
2025.
Yeah.
Mulholland Drive. He did
There you
the
go.
original Dune,
Yep.
the
That's right.
1985 version.
Mm-hmm.
Lost Highway. I saw that. Didn't really love it, but I did see it. Twin Peaks.
Yep. Yep.
I'm going through the
Wait, it's not a lot.
IMDb.
It's not a lot.
I think I've only
Yeah,
seen
I
two
thought
so
there was
far:
more.
Mulholland
Yeah.
Drive and Dune.
No, I
Thought
kind
that
of feel
there
like
was more to
he
this.
was the kind of director that was like overblown, you
Or
know,
maybe he was like a. Did he
because he
produce a bunch
created
of
Twin
stuff?
Peaks and people love Mulholland Drive to death. I thought it was amazing, and he just got
Oh, I
that
think you're right.
that
Yeah,
aura around him.
I think you're right.
I'm always right. I mean, what the fuck?
I thought
I'm
that he
surprised
had
he got any
something.
work after Dune.
After what?
Dune, the original Dune.
Oh, Dune. I
thought
know.
fans really
Trash.
liked it.
I just think
The book fans really liked it.
Dune, the new Dune
Book
is
fans
good
are
because
dumb.
you have the technology to make that book. Back
Yeah.
then, you just did not
Yeah,
at
I would
all.
agree. I
That's
would
not
agree with
true. I
that.
mean, when you look at all the sci-fi movies that came out in the late 70s and 80s that look like trash, and then you look at Star Wars, how was
No,
George
no,
Lucas able to pull that off? You look at Star
No,
Wars and
That's
it looks
fair.
like it was
is-
made yesterday.
Did you see Dune? I mean,
I
Dune
did see
is-
Dune.
yeah,
the original
it's
Dune? Yeah, I did.
they could not translate the technology of the book at all. That it looks so bad. Oh my god, it's so bad. And the
The
whole
worst scene was like the human shield thing when they were sparring.
yeah.
It was ridiculous.
I mean, it's just ridiculous in general. I mean, the new movies are great, but
well, I'm guessing he just didn't have a budget to do it. It looked like it was all done just on like one sound stage.
there's a story
It was
behind it that
bad.
he changed a lot of shit, and I don't know, but it's a shit movie anyway. Shit movie. All right, well, that's our movie coverage for the week. Two movies coming out this weekend, and next weekend's the big one, Captain America. So
I can't believe Paddington in Peru is going up against Captain America.
I can, because I've only heard Paddington 2 is the greatest movie of all time. So now he's in Peru, can only get better.
That's where he's from.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, Paddington's
As a-
from Peru.
as a
I thought he was
kid-
British.
As a kid watching Paddington, as a kid it's cool.
He's
Yeah,
from
look, it's a
Peru.
bear wearing a raincoat. Yay. And he's very friendly. I don't get the movie appeal. I guess I
I've
don't
never
know.
watched it, to be fair.
you
Okay,
are the
and
worst.
also for some reason I'm like, who am I confusing David Lynch with? David Fincher.
I
That's
knew
who I-
David
you were gonna.
Finch.
Yes, I knew.
Yes, David Finch. He made
did Fight
Seven,
Club.
right?
He made everything.
He made
Uh,
everything. Son of a bitch. He's busy.
Everything great, yeah.
No, his last movie totally sucked. Totally
Yes.
sucked.
Which one
Oh, it
was
was
that?
horrible. Michael Fassbender played the hitman.
The Hitman.
Oh, I didn't watch it. It was on my list though.
Dog
Yes,
shit.
he
It's
did
called
Seven.
Killer.
Check it off your list.
Yeah.
He
dog
did
shit.
Seven. He did Fight Club, Gone Girl, Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, Social Network,
Ooh,
Zodiac.
Yo, he's made phenomenal
The
movies.
Game. He made The Game.
Oh, what a
Thanks,
loser!
you.
He's a
What
loser now.
Benjamin
It's like-
Button, Panic
Okay, that's
Room,
good.
World War
Okay.
Z.
Okay,
World
good.
War Z 2. Sorry, never mind. That movie never got
I never saw
made.
part two. I didn't know there was.
was
a
gonna
It did.
say.
No, it didn't get made. This is a
Oh,
like a.
got it.
Made up lies. I get it. Yeah.
Wait, did it?
What? No, it didn't get made. They didn't make a sequel to that movie. No. No.
Google is confused.
Remember the first one? They all died from the cold. The aliens. They all got a cold. They got the norovirus, whatever.
That's the War of the Worlds.
What movie? Wait. What movie did you name?
Zodiac? World
Nope.
War Z?
Oh,
World
World
War
War
Z.
Z.
Yeah.
Oh,
Brad
did
Pitt giving
Apparently,
himself, like,
yeah.
Black
Apparently, he
Plague
was
or something.
he was attached to the sequel, but then that.
Oh,
never
but he
got
didn't do
made.
the first one though.
No, Sorry,
Got
that
it.
was a misgo.
Got it.
And then
got
he
it.
also did the Netflix series Mindhunter, which was fucking
Ooh,
fantastic.
very
Mindhunter.
good. Oh, so good.
This
Yeah.
guy's got a 90% success rate.
He was gonna
Yeah,
say he has a
that's what I'm
really
saying. He's
good
done
resume.
everything good. That's
What's his best movie of his that name you just listed?
Fight Club.
Okay, Carlos.
Fight Club.
Fight Club.
I
No,
love
hold
Fight
on.
Club.
Hold on.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go Fight Club.
Oh, really?
7 is close up there, though.
Wow. 'Cause
Seven, definitely
Zodiac.
close.
No,
he made Gone Girl for God's sakes, the greatest movie
yeah,
ever
it's really
made.
good.
What's
Okay,
wrong
it's
with you people?
between. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna change it. It's Zodiac. Zodiac is the best. I fucking love that movie.
I still
Fight
go
Club is a
Gone
close
Girl.
second.
I go Gone Girl over Zodiac.
I watched Gone Girl recently. Just wasn't as good as it was the first time.
Oh no, yes, just did. That movie you can't watch twice.
Oh,
You can't.
I disagree.
No, you can't
I
watch it twice.
disagree.
It doesn't
The
have the
shock
same effect.
factor,
It doesn't have the
obviously,
same
yeah, the
effect,
shock
yeah.
factor is different. But I watched the movie not having or having read the book, and so I knew what the twist was coming, but
That's
I
different,
still
though. That's
enjoyed
different.
it thoroughly.
Yeah. Like you ever go to like your bookmarks on your Google tab, whatever, and you save that one video on Pornhub you really like to watch over and over, but it's not the same like the third
Wait,
or
what
fourth
was the
time.
twist on Gone Girl? It
No,
was
I
that
don't know that one.
The
Neil
twist was
Patrick Harris, the gay guy, was in love with a girl, right?
no, the twist
No, the
was
twist was the girl.
the
Oh.
girl. Neil Patrick Harris not
I
being gay is a
remember
twist. That is so
reading
true.
Gone Girl, and like a friend had recommended it to me.
Yep.
She's like, "How are you liking the book?" I'm like, "I really fucking love it." I'm like, "Clearly the husband did it. I just can't figure out like how or what."
Wow, you were
or
suckered that
da-
much,
Oh,
huh?
so suckered. Because I had it. This keep in mind, if somebody tells you you'll never see the twist coming, then you're like, you're looking for it, right? I had no idea what this book was like, what the expectation was. I was like, oh, it's a murder mystery. And clearly he did it, and we'll figure out how, and da da da. And then boom, it's like right in the middle of the book. Like I think even when you look at like the pages, like it's evenly split. Right in the middle of the book, it just flips
That's
everything upside down on you.
The movie was like that too, because it made you wait like
Yep.
30 minutes. You're
Yep.
like, oh man, this guy so did it. Look at this
Yeah.
guy.
Yep.
He killed
Wanna
Lacey Peterson. And then
Put this on your list
so
of
lazy.
books that you don't see the twist coming till later on.
uh-huh.
Tell no one.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a
one.
good one.
I watched the
Put
movie
that on
again
your
recently.
list.
Yeah.
No, did you?
Yeah.
I
It's
was-
on Tubi.
I only saw it's on where? Because I only saw
that
the
the-
original language one. I didn't see the English one.
No, I only saw the French one. I never seen. They made an English one?
No.
No,
I'm just
this is
saying they
not-
never
I'm not
dubbed it or
familiar with
anything.
this one.
Did they
No,
dub
I
it?
watched it. Was it dubbed when I watched it?
I've
Good
only seen the
question.
French one.
You know what? It was dubbed when I watched it. It's
Oh, it
dubbed
was?
on Tubi.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Very, very similar to again a Gone Girl type of thing.
Well, see, but now I'm going to be looking for the twist.
Oh yeah. Well,
You're not gonna see it coming.
you're not gonna see it coming, but just let you know, they did it. So
Just so
Yeah.
you know, when I watched Shutter Island,
Oh,
I
Shutter Island.
literally called it in the first
like 5 minutes in.
minutes of the movie.
Really?
And
Not
it was
me.
because
Not
they
me.
advertised it, you'll never see the twist coming.
Oh, so you were just
And I
looking for
leaned
it.
over to my friend and I was like, he's not a cop. He's the inmate. Because I felt the need to get it out there. So like, you know what I mean? So I can put it was basically me putting all of my money on black publicly on the table, So I can't at the end be like, no, I knew it all along.
I just would have
And
really
then
enjoyed
nothing
you
to back it up.
just standing up during the movie. Come on,
It was
it's him. It's him. You know what? I'm gonna get a refund.
Tell everyone.
Just walk out. It's him.
That's what you
No,
should have done.
Yeah.
Hey, it's him. And as you walk out, just grab a handful of popcorn from a guy like sitting in the
Just
aisle.
like you just won something. Like that's right. You can't fucking stop me.
Because who meets their fucking partner for the first time on the ferry ride to the place that they're going to investigate? Fucking nonsense.
It's a movie.
Anyway.
I mean, I enjoyed that movie though. I did enjoy it.
It was interesting. I mean, I didn't not like the movie, but I did call it.
I mean, Ben Kingsley is the one actor that makes really bad movies, and like
He's such a good actor.
yeah, and he makes
Kingsley, yeah.
like half his resume is shit, complete dog shit, and the other half is amazing. And you're like,
I think
he'll
he's
do anything.
I think he is the everyman of Hollywood. In fact, he's like, I got fucking bills to pay,
yeah.
And when
no,
something
seriously.
comes along, it's really great. I'll take it. But in the interim, I got fucking mortgages to make. He's probably
Nick
got an ex-wife or two.
Nick
You
Cage
know?
before Nick Cage. I
Yeah,
mean,
exactly.
and I'm excited for Nick Cage's next project. He's playing Spider-Man. Oh, oh yeah.
That can't be
So
good.
yeah, Spider-Man
that a
Spider-Man
series?
Noir
Noir. Yeah,
on
Oh, wow.
Amazon.
the detective one. Yeah, Detective Spider-Man.
Okay, I am a little interested.
Yeah, you are now, and it takes place like in the 50s, so you're gonna watch it.
I'm definitely
You're
interested.
sold. You're sold. Just like that bookmark I have on my Google, I'm sold every time I open it up.
Oh, fucking
I
hell.
know.
Stop talking about your porn habits. Nobody
Hey,
wants
calm
to
down.
hear it.
It's always a twist. It's always a twist. I don't know how they do it, even though it's the same one bookmark. It's always a twist.
Titty twister.
Twister,
Yeah.
twister. Oh, like the biggest twist in movie history, the titty twister. Come on, what movie is that? What movie is that? Come on. They didn't advertise it as a vampire movie, and we went to go watch it. Dusk Till Dawn. Well,
Oh,
the
the
titty
titty
twister.
twister. The bar. The
I
titty
still remember
twister.
watching that movie, and we thought it was gonna be so cool because it was a George Clooney movie
It was
with
a
Quentin
cool movie. What are you
Tarantino.
talking
No.
about?
I'm talking
Ben
about by
loved
the
that
previews because the
movie.
previews didn't tell you about the vampires.
Oh yeah.
And you
That
sit
was
there
a big
going,
surprise.
"This movie's
Big
pretty
surprise.
good," and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden,
Because it seems
what
like a
the fuck?
Tarantino, because he was attached to it in some
He
way.
was
He
in
wasn't.
it.
He
was
wrote
in
it
it, but
with
he-
Robert Rodriguez.
Okay, that was
Yeah,
what
yeah,
it was.
yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
he did
Yeah.
some sort of production or
Yeah.
creation.
And
Yeah.
Robert Rodriguez, what do you call it?
Directed.
He directed it, and Quentin shot some of it.
Yeah.
So
He was the creepy ass fucking brother. Ugh.
yeah. He's a pedo.
He did a
Yeah.
good job.
Oh, he was a good pedo.
Yeah, he was a good. I mean,
Because he's a pedo.
I buy
So
it.
he
Yeah.
knew what he was
Wait,
doing.
wait, you know
I
what's
buy
another thing
it.
too? How do I know what a good pedo is? I should take that back. Are they all
Please do.
bad? They're all
Please
bad.
do.
They're all bad. Like just have a conversation with some random person. You know what? You look like a pretty good pedo. Excuse me, sir. I don't know. I don't know something about you. You seem like you're a pretty good pedophile. Like I'm good at it, or I'm just a good person. I don't know. I haven't
Good
figured it out yet.
identifying? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. Anyway,
Like
we have
it's
topics.
like gaydar, pedophile.
I know,
Dar.
right?
Pedodar.
Pedar. I got a pedar.
Pedar.
Like, oh man. Our topics were submitted by somebody, Laura. And topics were boomers and AI. We'll start with that one, Laura. What do you mean? Why are you
Okay.
bagging on old folks?
I got a story.
Oh,
And
okay.
this happens fairly regularly, but this one was so egregious that I was like, are you fucking kidding me? So my dad, who is a boomer, he's 70. Oh God, he's 74 years old. And
Good for him.
he's on, Facebook. That's the only social media he has is Facebook. And he saves videos for my daughters because, they love looking at phones because I don't let them do it with mine. So he saves videos for them because quickly I told him, I'm like, you cannot just get on Facebook and start scrolling with them right there. Like you have to save stuff. You know what I mean? And then you can show it to them because I don't want them seeing whatever other nonsense it was. And he would show him these videos and he's like, can you believe this? Can you believe this? I'm like, Dad, that is an AI video. And he's like, what? It is? It's like some sort of like facial blindness, like some sort of AI blindness that boomers have where they just cannot recognize it. Like the crazy coloring and like the super, like, it's like a weird sharpness.
What was the video of? Because like,
Okay,
don't tell me
so
it was
there's
like,
been multiples
I was
of
gonna say,
this
don't tell me it was
variety.
a cat like in the kitchen actually cooking.
No.
Like,
There's
explain
been
those.
multiple. There's like a beautiful woman with like a cat that was so massive, that's like from her head to like her hip, like her
Mm.
knees or something. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. Stuff that's semi in the realm of believability,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
clearly AI. But the one that he showed is like, these are robot kittens. And they're clearly like moving around. And I was like, Dad, this is clearly AI. He's like, no, it isn't. It says you can buy them. I'm like, oh, I'm sure it does. It's a scam, Dad. This is 100% fake. And he's like, no, I don't believe it. It's not. No, this is real. I'm like, no, how did you not see this? And then I get on my phone and I go to like Better Business Bureau and like, look at the company.
I
I'm
like how
like, do
you
you
like-
see
yeah.
all these? Oh, I can't just tell people they're wrong. I have to prove to them they're wrong. And so
Go full detective mode.
I pulled up the Better Business Bureaus. I'm like, do you see these? These are all like 1 out of 5 stars, 0 out of 5 stars. like they received like cheap plastic junk or things that like, obviously look nothing like the video. This is fake. And he's like, oh, okay. And I was just like, what is wrong with your generation? If they see it on a screen, it's just like fact. And I'm like, I don't know, maybe it's just like it happened. This kind of digital revolution happened beyond the phase where they're able to retrain their brain. You know what I mean?
I see it as people that age, they're not up in times with technology, so they think that is happening. Like maybe that is real.
Well,
Because
definitely my dad, who lives in a house with my brother, who's saying that like he's telling my brother says that like, Westworld robots are real and you can't tell the difference and all these different kinds of things. That's what my brother legitimately believes. And so whether or not you believe that or not, that still kind of seeps in. You know what I mean?
yeah, I mean,
Just
if
like an
Westworld was
unconscious
real
way.
though, holy shit,
All
the
you need
money.
to do is fucking
Yeah,
24/7.
exactly. It would just be a whorehouse. That's all it would be. Nothing but.
100%. I mean, and that's what it
Mhm.
was in the show,
And I
right?
would
It
buy
was
a
just
season pass.
a
Mhm.
horror house, 24/7 and then murder 24/7.
Yeah, I'd
Because
walk in and
humans, we
can I still get a
basic.
fast pass? Like, how does this work? Like,
I want to know, can I eat as
You
much
are
as
the
I
fast
want in
pass.
Westworld and not
eating
gain
what?
weight?
Oh,
No,
okay.
food. That's like that's would be like, so humans are driven by primary things: sex, food, violence. You
And
know what
Cobra
I
Kai
mean?
season 6. Yeah.
And that's in the
Yes.
violence
Coming
category,
actually next
right?
week. Yes.
Oh, so
That's right.
close.
So
But
close.
anyway, yeah. So boomers, I just think they're beyond the time where they're able to train their brain to see things and
Yeah,
just
and like I said,
they
and it's
just
because
missed it.
they're not up. Like the furthest of technology they've gone is a smartphone.
Yeah, they're like 5 generations behind.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
can't keep up.
And an iPad still surprises them to death.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of that point, right? So
Yeah.
AI is going to trick every single one of them. Like there's AI out there on Instagram, just you think it's like real girls in bikinis. And it pops up and you're like, this is so AI, but it looks so real. And it's like this is
It
crazy what
is
AI is
freaky.
doing.
It is. It's
It's
freaky.
nuts. Yeah,
I
so
there is a YouTuber. I don't follow a lot of YouTubers, but there
mhm,
is
mhm.
one, George Rockhall Schmidt. He's a very thoughtful, very well researched, also very funny, very dry, very British
Oh yeah, I like that.
guy.
Yeah.
And he did a episode on AI ages ago. And he's like, really, the whole point of AI and these kinds of videos is just to make you not believe what you see with your own eyes.
Very
So,
true.
it gets to the point of like real or fake. It doesn't really matter
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
you can't accept it as truth or false just because you know not to trust anything that you see, which is just so fucked up. But anyway,
That's just again, boomers aren't going to catch up to
no,
technology. They're not.
no.
They're not. It's not going to do it.
My husband said something the other day. He's like, "You're gonna be able to meet your granddaughter or your great granddaughter someday," and I was like, I'm like, my dad is 74 and my daughter is 4. I'm like, unless Charlotte has a baby at like 14, sadly, I don't think you're correct. And we all had a
Yeah,
good
that's
laugh
not.
about it
Yeah,
in the
yeah, it's not.
in
Yeah,
the living room. Like, it's
not going to
sad, but it's
happen.
also it's like back to life. I had kids late in life.
Yep, you just ruined the whole thing, didn't you?
No, we all had a
Didn't
good
you?
laugh about it.
Ah,
My family's fairly macabre, so
okay. I like how they all enjoy death. And
back to
Buffy
life.
has a new series coming
Mm,
with Sarah Michelle Gellar in the works.
she is. She's attached.
Is
Yeah,
she's Buffy or
she's
she?
Buffy,
She
and there
is
better not be no
Buffy.
bullshit about her daughter now. Buffy. Oh, I'm
I
gonna be
don't know.
so.
I don't know.
If they Fuller House this shit, I'm gonna be pissed off.
She is attached, and it's not a reboot. It's a continuation.
Yeah, yeah, yep.
The way that they've been setting it up from the articles that I've been reading is that it's primarily about someone else, a younger Slayer, and she's serving in some sort of like guest appearance
Mentor.
and mentor kind of capacity. And I don't know. I'm scared of the whole thing. It's my favorite fucking show in the world. And I know I can ignore it, right? If I don't like it, I don't like
Nope,
it. I don't
nope,
have to.
nope. You have to stick to it.
No, no, I don't.
You know, no Josh Whedon either.
I know. That's
Mhm.
another thing because he is fucking toxic AF.
Yeah, he's been canceled. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the
And
guy or the actor?
Joss Whedon, the creator of the
Director?
original
Oh,
Buffy.
oh,
Yeah.
Wait, who's the actor?
oh! I
No,
was thinking about.
yeah.
I was thinking
Well,
about
David-
one of the peoples in the show that people hate, but I think it's the character.
David Boreanaz had a moment. The guy
No,
who
he's
played
fine.
Angel.
He's fine.
Who's that?
Well,
Angel?
yeah,
It was the other.
he
It was
had-
the other guy. It was the other guy.
James? No way. James
But
Marsters.
in the show,
Everyone
in the
loves
show,
James.
everyone.
Oh, well, it depends on who you ask. It's very controversial.
Okay, but the director guy, he got toxically banned.
Yes, because he's just had issues. I don't want to go
I
into
think the
Joss
Justice
Whedon's
League
issues.
canceled
The
him.
Justice League
That
canceled
is
him. Yeah.
correct. It's
Just
just
the
Took
way
a
he
group
was acting
of
on set.
superheroes to
to vanquish.
cancel this guy.
He made
Whedon.
he made two of the biggest superhero movies there were, and then their superhero group banished him.
It's
Like,
true. I mean, like he had such a cult following online, and as much as I don't like him as a person and I find him problematic, even before all that stuff came up, yeah, it's just the big problems with Joss. But David Boreanaz, he had a moment too of Me Too, that apparently he thinks he's super hot shit when he was on Angel or something, and just like whipped out his dick uninvited to several women. But this was a while ago, and it splashed around Me Too. But then I think he's old enough, and that was too far in the rear view that he still has a
statute of
job.
limitations. I got
He still has
you.
a job. He's
Sometimes
done
your dick can
network.
avoid things. That's right.
I mean, and also, this is gonna sound terrible, but like Angel in 2005, I'd be like, all right, whip it out, because he's fucking
I mean,
hot.
he was popular. Yeah. So he just thought he had the
He
power.
was also
Is he
married.
even relevant right now?
No, he's
Exactly.
like
That's why no one cares.
Yeah, he was like mid. He's mid. He's a
He's at this
he's an
point he's like a
actor
C-level
who's-
actor at this
yeah,
point.
He's
Yeah.
making a living and good for him, but he's not like stopping people on the streets or anything.
No,
No, his penis is not.
Well, he will.
Maybe he is. You don't know what it
Yeah,
looks
we don't
like
know.
down there.
Apparently you're uninvited. He just shows it to you. So. But okay.
Maybe not
and,
anymore. He's getting a little old.
And Kanye West was in the news because he decided to parade his wife around at the Grammys uninvited in a how would you even describe
dress.
that?
It's
How
a
would you
dress.
That's
describe
not a
that?
dress.
It has
I-
material.
I
And
saw
it's
it.
stuck together.
Would you
I
describe it as like fishnet?
Sheer.
It's
No,
it's
sheer.
It's
Sheer's a good way to
100%
put it.
sheer.
Yeah.
There is
Yeah,
no
yeah.
adornment or no anything
Look
on
at me, I'm learning.
And I
I'll still
saw a
give you a
bunch
C
of
minus.
articles that were like, what is her fucking name? What's her first name?
Bianca.
Bianca Censori. That's a fucking stupid ass made up name.
Oh my god.
That's a made up name. That is not a real name.
She's not like a rich famous person. She was his accountant or some shit like that.
She's an
Yeah, she was like his
architect.
assistant or something.
Yeah.
She
like
was
that.
an architect.
Yeah.
She was an architect. I looked it up. But that's
Yeah,
a
for
fake
their
ass
house,
name.
for the house that they were
That's
building.
a fake ass
it.
name. There's no way her name is Censori.
Her and
Spelled like
Kim's house.
censorship,
Yeah.
only with an I at the end. It's fucking dumb. Anyway,
mhm.
these articles that are like Bianca Censori came in a sheer dress, and I'm like, that's not a dress. Let's just call a spade a spade. Bitch is fucking naked.
Oh,
She
well,
appeared on the red carpet
then why
I don't want
naked.
to. I don't
Why
want
were
to
her
judge
titties
her.
pushed
I
back
just want
'cause she was
I just
in a
want to
dress?
stare.
Because she's
at
in a
her.
dress.
That must have been. I did think the same thing. I was like, that must to be some like high body fabric because they were high. They're not obviously fake. They might be fake, but
They're
like
probably fake.
probably. But for them to be like pushed up so much, I was like, huh, that's got to be some high body sheer fabric.
Yeah,
Clothing,
I mean,
fabric. Look it up.
he did run a commercial during the Grammys, and he just did it as a stunt, a marketing stunt. He even said
Yeah.
it. He just did it as a marketing stunt.
And he wasn't. What was the commercial for?
His brand
New
Easy.
album.
You go to no, it's for his brand, his new clothing line that you can buy. Like his shoes are only like $20. His shirts are only like $10. Yeah, yeah.
sold
that's right.
at
I bought a
Target.
pair of those.
Remember
damn
how people
shoes.
wanted those Yeezys for like $300 or whatever? And oh
You
my
can
god,
still get them
now
from
look at them.
Adidas. Yeah,
How
no,
the
shoes.
mighty
The
have
shoes he sells for
fallen.
$20 are like some shit you could buy at like Walmart. But
The
they're
Having
really-
Yeezys
to-
still go for $300.
no.
Yeah. So how the mighty have fallen. Now they have to parade their naked girlfriend on a red carpet to get attention.
Naked wife. That's his
I don't
wife.
think I've
that?
ever
Oh,
seen this
wife,
woman
sorry.
smile. Maybe
Yeah,
the-
she looks really unhappy.
They said I
does.
was watching, and I don't know how true this is, but some lip readers were like, "What is she saying?" And she basically said she didn't want to do it, take off that coat, and then Kanye was like, convinced her into doing it. So she's like, "Turn around and then do it from the back, and then I got you like that or whatever." And I was like, "What do you mean I got you?" So that's what the lip readers were saying, supposedly, allegedly.
Yeah.
I don't believe lip
I mean,
readers.
I would cast that
Which
with
lips was
doubt,
he reading?
but also
Mhm. It was 3 sets of lips that day. Mhm.
I mean, I take that with
I'm
a
a queef
huge grain
reader.
of salt, but also
Mhm.
I can see it.
And she
Yeah.
could have clapped with no hands. I'm telling you. She definitely works out a lot. That's for
I
damn
mean,
sure.
you know what? If you're gonna make a fucking political statement, you know what I would have done? If I were gonna show up on a red carpet, completely naked, I would have had the biggest fucking bush. I would have been growing it out for months.
But what is the
I
political
love
statement? I mean,
year.
there's no political statement there. He just
Oh,
wanted
Yeah,
shock
we don't
value
have
for
to
marketing.
shave our pussies. We're women.
He
Yeah.
just wanted to basically look what Kanye did. Oh, there's my commercial. No, look, I'm on top of mine now because look what I did.
You want to
I
get
created
attention,
this
you're going to
shock
get
value.
even more attention if she's got a giant fucking bush.
Yeah,
I
and he
love
would
it.
get-
I don't know. She
Ah,
got my
I would-
attention.
God,
They
I
would
should be
way
in their
more
PR attention.
They would have gotten way
She
more attention
got
if
my
he was the one
attention.
in the dress.
Ooh.
If he
No,
just
actually,
showed
that-
up naked,
that would've-
if it was
it
his
would've
dick
turned out
out
Then
there,
he
worse.
probably
It
would
would've
have
turned
gotten
out worse.
removed.
Yeah,
He probably
exactly.
would have gotten removed.
he
yeah.
did get removed. He got security
no,
to remove him.
the way that I read it, I read a few articles that said, "Oh, people said that he got removed. He didn't. He was not invited.
No, he's not
He
invited
showed
to
up on the
Grammys.
red carpet
Yeah, yeah.
anyway,
He
but then
showed
just
up, yeah.
turned around and walked out."
Yeah, they just left. Yeah, and he went to an after party.
Yeah.
Yeah, which
And-
at the after party though, she
before
was
the
You
party
start
started.
the after party
she
first.
was
you go to the
she was
after
wearing
party and then the Grammys.
she was wearing more clothes there, and she seemed very happy. So she
Because
was
she had
dancing,
clothes
having a
on.
good time. Not a lot though. She's literally wearing like a bikini, like he makes her wear nothing, like on purpose, like just forces her
Yeah,
to be
that's I mean,
basically a
it's-
sex slave. She's basically a sex slave. Yeah.
The women.
Hey, Kanye. Thumbs up. Anyway, next topic. Not really a
Ryan Reynolds.
topic.
Ryan
What's-
Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds.
Calm down. You
this
calm down.
drama.
Calm down. Ryan Reynolds.
We're talking
and
all the
Blake Lively.
celeb gossip.
Justin Balding. Go ahead. Tell me why this is a big topic. And
Because
what
it
movie
could-
does
it
and
could
what movie
end-
does it stem from? What
It
movie
could
does it stem
end. Excuse me. It could end Deadpool and Blake Lively.
Never
altogether.
end Deadpool.
Never gonna
Never.
happen.
It will
Never gonna
never
happen.
end
Ever.
Deadpool.
Never gonna
Not
happen.
this
Like, ever.
particular scandal. I do see
Are
that
you
a
nuts?
scandal could end Deadpool, but not this one.
Okay, but what about Blake Lively? I don't think it could end.
Oh,
Deadpool, but
I
think
feel like
end-
it
I think
could-
this ended
yeah.
her. I think this
No
ended.
one
think
cares
it
about Blake
could.
Lively. Let's
It
be
could. Yeah,
straight.
'cause no
Nobody
one cares
about
about
Blake
her.
Lively.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
one cares.
No,
Yeah.
No one cares.
Well,
So-
tell
See,
us the
there's-
drama, Marie. Tell
He's
us the whole
suing.
story
He's suing them
for
for
the listeners who
400
don't
million.
know.
For $400 million.
He's suing them and the New York Times because there was a movie that they made. It
Mhm,
ends with us. It was Justin Baldoni's passion project, and then he asked Blake to come on because she's the big name. But over the course of production and shit, pre-production, production, and post-production, she basically forced herself into every single aspect of the movie, and even got an executive producer's credit and made a second cut of the movie. So he made a cut, and then she came into the editor's room, which is not normal, and made her.
Ew.
Yeah. So the cut that we saw, she was like, okay, well, let's.
Nobody saw it. First of all, nobody saw it.
Okay.
When we say we saw, nobody saw
Yeah.
this movie.
So they tested the two movies, and they were like, whoever movie does better, they're gonna release that one. So Justin Baldoni's movie released better, but then Blake was like, if you don't do this, if we don't have our movie, then we're gonna have the author work with us from now, or she's not gonna promote. She's not gonna do promotions. We're not gonna have the author of the book promote this. So, and then also at the same time, Blake Lively got him so deep into the manipulation that she made him go to the basement and have the premiere party there with his family while they were having a regular premiere up above. She made him go to the basement. There's pictures of it. It's fucking stupid and really sad. And so So all this bad press, they had a bunch of bad press because they marketed the movie completely like out of tune. It's about DV, and they're like, "Come freak your girlfriends and your florals, haha." So everyone was just like, "Ew, we don't like this." Blake
What's
Lively's an idiot.
DV? I don't even know. I don't know
Domestic violence.
Okay. I'm sorry. I don't know the internet acronyms.
They say
And
that
you
on
just
YouTube so they
watched
don't
the
get
OJ
demonetized.
documentary.
Yeah, no, I get it. I know the
Mhm.
colloquialisms that make their way through. I'm not in that culture. So thank you for
Yeah,
clarifying.
I watch a lot of YouTube and people don't like getting monetized. They're demonetized. So anyway,
Understandable.
so they have all this bad press because they use Ryan Reynolds marketing like company, and then Justin Baldoni marketed it on his own, and he was always talking about domestic violence and how we're there for the women, and he's being honest and true and like very genuine about this stuff. He's been like this for a long time, and so all this bad press, Blake Lively was like, oh, they tried to make him sign like a sorry agreement about why the movie came out so bad, and like they forced him to do that, but he's like, no, I don't want to do that. So basically now Blake Lively is trying to sue Justin Baldoni for like sexual harassment and really bad things on the thing. But basically they took these text messages that they had and edited them and like deleted a bunch of the messages and shit. And Justin Baldoni came back and was, wait, these were the actual messages. Look how much other shit that happened that they didn't show in these messages. And Blake Lively was working with the New York Times. So when the lawsuit came out, immediately the New York Times posted it, how Justin Baldoni's a sexual harasser and all this shit. So he lost so much money and like credibility because of this, because of the New York Times. Like, and they said it's very unprecedented for an article to come out the same time as the lawsuit. So now Justin Baldoni,
they were locked and loaded.
And so I saw some videos today. They found some like text messages or like emails and discovered through the metadata that they had been in contact since like late October. So they were like colluding, right? And so they haven't gone to trial yet, but like, bro, the videos that I watch is like all just like favoring Justin Baldoni. But it kind of makes sense because Blake Lively hasn't come out with any other evidence saying like, oh, these weren't doctored, these didn't do anything. And she doesn't even want to get deposed. She's like, I don't want to get deposed. That guy.
Yeah, of course you don't, because you don't want to lie on the stand. You don't want to come up against perjury.
Nice Pool is based on Justin Baldoni.
I saw that. I'm like,
yeah,
it's
in his lawsuit.
He is because there's a credit that says there is a credit in one of the movies. Even shut up! Oh, you're so annoying. Okay, wait till you start talking. Anyway.
Okay, go ahead.
So
there's a credit. Okay.
There is a credit that has Gordon Reynolds, which is Deadpool's name or Nice Pool's name, in one of the movies, and it's like. It's not proof, but it's basically like
I'm confused.
Yes,
what movie?
I don't remember which one of the movies.
It's got to be Deadpool versus Wolverine. That's the
it
only
can
one
only be
okay,
that
so
movie.
then that's where it says Gordon Reynolds, but it's supposed to like I don't know.
What does it mean? What's Gordon Reynolds?
What does
Gordon Reynolds is Nice Pool. That's his name.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
But
what
how
does that have
is
to
that
do with
Justin
Justin
Baldoni?
Baldoni?
Yeah,
because they made him really nice and really sweet and like just
yeah, but
kind of...
what does the name?
I don't remember.
Gordon...
I don't remember. But we can look it up. Let's look it up. But anyway,
Okay.
so
well, my favorite thing was that when Blake Lively was like, "Yeah, he came into my trailer when I was topless." It was and it's like ... Because I told him to come in, I said that I was pumping, and he was like, "Okay, like I'll be cool with this. You're cool with it. I'm cool with it."
Yeah,
and I was like, "That's some sneaky ass shit."
There's like a bunch of that shit where like, they were trying to say like they have to have when the writer's strike happened, they made this long list of demands from Blake Lively, basically saying we need to have like an intimate coordinator and like sex offensive stuff like needs to not happen. And they were like, well, this stuff is already happening. What are you talking about? Okay, we'll do the demands. Fine, we're already doing it. You know what I mean?
You know what I like best about this lawsuit though is who gives a shit.
No, what I like
I'm
best about it. No, I'm not really interested in it, but I am. I like that basically their insanity is being posted publicly for everyone to see. I mean, I think that actors in general are a little bit fucking crazy, and I mean,
I was just thinking the same thing yesterday. Where actors are like have sticks up their asses and are kind of weird.
They are. They're nuts. You have to be a little bit nuts in order to like access emotions on command. You have to be a little bit crazy. You have to be a little bit of a sociopath.
Marie.
You know what I mean? To be able to do that. And then you add like fame to it, and it just ratchets that up to 11. And so I enjoy that their insanity is just being laid out.
But how much of this lawsuit has to do with the movie?
No, I'm telling you, the question I want to ask is that I already asked is Ryan Reynolds going to survive this? Because he also did some
Yes.
shit.
Reynolds gonna survive this. Of course he
did some
is.
shit
Just
in the-
fine.
He rewrote one of the scenes during the actor strike. So like he kind of fucked up
Oh,
with
he's a
that.
scab.
Yeah.
He
He'll be
rewrote a scene in
fine.
what
He'll
movie?
be
There's
fine.
in It Ends With Us, there's a rooftop scene and it had already been written this way. And
Okay.
so Blake Lively's like, hey, can we do this? Because this is the way I want it. And Justin Baldoni's like, I guess, yeah, sure. Come to find out, and Blake Lively's so dumb, she's like bragging about it. Oh, my husband wrote the scene, haha. And everyone's like, whoa, who wrote this scene?
Yeah.
What?
But,
And she,
but why does that matter though?
because he's not supposed to be on the
But if Justin Buble said it was okay,
no, because he didn't know. He thought it was Blake Lively that said it.
What does
It
it
was-
matter?
but it doesn't
Because
matter.
it does have to do with the writer's strike, and it also has to do with Sony and paying executive producers and shit. There's like a whole like Hollywood thing that has to happen.
This
when
is
someone's
too
doing
much of
that.
a deep cut.
The
to
problem is
affect-
this:
I watched a lot
none
of
of
it.
none of it matters.
Yeah, this is too
Like-
much of a deep cut to affect.
Okay, let's take a bet.
Ryan
Does Deadpool take a hit?
No,
No.
not all
No.
ever.
Especially
No.
not in the target demographic for the Deadpool movies.
I
Not
kinda
at all.
want-
Especially
I kinda
his
wanted to.
audience. His audience will not care at all.
Yeah, and they're not paying attention to all the nuances because
yeah,
it sounds
yeah.
complicated. And so if you can't take it out in a headline, it's just not going to do it. And
Look,
it's not
yeah.
sensational enough to get, the Twitter warriors trying to destroy him. So nobody's going to drop him. He'll be fine.
And then
Everyone
and
on
all,
Twitter is too busy ruining our government.
yeah,
which-
and that
Fair.
guy.
And we're not talking about that because I
Okay,
can't handle
okay.
that.
No, that guy Justin
handle
Bonerface.
that
Justin Bonerface is just upset because Bonerface movie tanked, and he has to blame
Boner
somebody.
face. No,
No, it was her fault. The whole thing
she
was her
attacked
fault.
him. She
No, no,
attacked
no.
him.
She
I get
stole
it.
the movie. She
But the
stole
movie
and
sucked
they marketed
anyway.
it. We don't know what the original one was supposed to be like because Justin
Isn't it based
Baldoni-
on a book? Can you just
Yes.
read the
Based
book?
on a
and
book.
the book.
It
I've read the
doesn't
book was suck.
matter.
And the
It-
author kind of sucks too.
It doesn't matter about how the movie sucked or didn't suck. It really doesn't matter. It's about her being a fucking crazy person.
Well, no, I could see she has an ego by osmosis. She thinks I'm married to Ron Reynolds, so I'm
No, she's
I'm
always had an ego. She's
important.
always had an ego.
No, but she's always been on the B list. Let's be
I've
honest.
always hated her.
Until
I was
she
always
married
like, why
Ryan
do you have
Reynolds.
such a
Until she
dumb
married-
face?
Ryan Reynolds literally went from marrying an A-list actress to a B-list actress, and the B-list actress thought automatically, no, now I'm A-list.
Yeah.
Like, no, you're not. You're still Gone Girl TV actress. You'll always be TV actress to me. You'll never be movie actress.
What was she even?
She
I
sucks.
can't- I
Gossip
see
Girl.
her
Not Gone Girl,
face.
Gossip
yeah,
Girl.
I'm like, I don't
There
even know
you
what
go.
you're famous for. Like, I know
Oh,
her
and
honestly
Traveling
from
Pants.
the tabloids.
No, it's got basically Gossip Girl though. She just
I
she
never
starred
watched
Gossip Girl
Gossip
for like
Girl.
5 seasons or whatever it was.
Yeah, I'm
She was
looking
like
at
the
her
one that everyone
IMDb. I don't know any of this shit. Oh,
And
I know
then-
The Town. I did see The Town.
Oh, The Town, and then also the one where she met Ryan Reynolds was the green
Green
one,
Lantern.
the guy. Yeah, the green guy.
yeah.
Oh, no,
well,
she-
that's
she's
really
been in a
shitty
bunch of
movie.
movies.
Yeah.
And guess
It's
what?
just-
She's
and
also
none of
dated
them are
all of her
ones that I
coworkers.
enjoyed.
She has also dated all of her coworkers, and they're saying that
Ah,
she
that
might
That's
have
a
I missed
bad
out.
look. Yeah.
crush on Justin Baldoni, and he didn't reciprocate, and so that's why she's pissed. But
Oh, so this
It's
is
a
one of your
bad
YouTube
look.
conspiracies
yeah, it is a conspiracy.
about Justin Bonerface?
No, about Blake Lively.
No, I know, but about how she liked Justin Bonerface.
But she probably wanted him to like her, but he's
Oh, and then
he's a
didn't
nice
work
guy.
out.
He's dead. He's nice pool.
Yeah, he's nice, pool, sure, yeah.
I
need
still
to
don't see that. That's
I'm gonna
goofy.
look it up. Nice pool equals.
Yeah. Anyway, there you go, people. You be the judge. Go watch that movie. It's called No One Gives a Shit. There's apparently 2
The
versions of No One
Justin
Gives a
Baldoni
Shit.
Passion
Yeah.
Project.
Yeah, Steve
Nobody gives a
Bonerface
shit.
stars in No One Gives a Shit. Well, Blake, shut your mouthy. Like,
Okay, wait, hold on. There's a Reddit one.
I'll tell you what, Blake Lively's best role though, probably Lady Deadpool. She looked great in that costume.
Oh God, that's the worst. She was the worst. I hated that, and I didn't even know it was her. This is
There you
ridiculous.
go.
Now you hated it. You didn't know it was
Perfect.
her.
The polar
What kind-
opposite
what?
of everything.
Because she's
But
just
revealed
a
nice
blonde
ended up
girl
being a
in
creep behind
Hollywood.
doors. Then this guy
Like,
could cry
she's
about it.
totally.
Oh no, she's your
phased into all
stereotypical
the
blonde,
others.
like yeah, Hollywood blonde girl, yeah, for sure, for
You know-
sure.
And this is gonna get me on a rant. I've been watching 1980s Mr. Rogers with my kids because it's a
Good.
good
Okay.
like it's a good low.
PBS is the greatest.
stimulation- Oh, PBS is the fucking best, and it's a good low stimulation kind of show. And also, every adult should watch Mr. Rogers. Honestly, I find it so calming. Like he's so reassuring. He has such good messages. But so in Mr. Rogers, I don't know if you guys remember from the show, they used to do a lot of like they would bounce out to the real world. Like he would go to factories and stuff like that and interview people or just like watch
And
what
how
they
things
do.
work and yada
How
yada.
things work. Yeah, it was kind of like how stuff was made, but you
Mhm.
know, in a kids show in the 80s.
Yep.
And I was watching this one episode and I'm like, God, I love this show because the people that they're talking to are like the most normal, aka ugly people in the world. And I was like, thank God. I need my girls, my young girls, to grow up and know that Instagram is not the world. Ugly people exist. They are full humans and they have value. And so that's why I get pissed off like about Blake Lively and just like, you know, another Hollywood blonde, another perfect blonde in order to add to the roster. And they're like the rule in Hollywood, but they're not. They're the exception in the universe. And that everyone needs to know that real people
She's not that
exist. They have,
attractive.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, she's a
if
solid.
she were your fucking
she's a
neighbor, you'd be
7.
like, oh,
She's a solid 7, 7.5. Yeah.
it's only when you're like looking at it in the Hollywood rank that you're like, oh, she ain't
Oh,
that
that's
beautiful."
true though. You're not lying about that.
You have to
are
put
That's
them.
correct.
true.
You have
Hollywood
to put
scale,
them.
yeah.
You have to put them in a
Hollywood
real
scale.
world scale.
Yeah.
In a real world scale, she's a 10
solid
out of
9.
10.
10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so that's what I'm saying. I want to level set my girls as they grow up in the world of like this is what baseline
Like they should be
is.
10s. Oh.
No, of like people
they shouldn't be
fall
10s.
somewhere on the baby. I would love for them to be 10s. Do you have any idea how easy their lives would be if they were 10s?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
They
But, I mean,
married Justin Butterface.
She doesn't come from a line of 10s, so she's not likely to be a 10.
That's not right. Don't say
So-
that about yourself.
I mean, I'm just saying I'm not a 10. And so she's got to, you know, develop some personality, God forbid.
That's
Kids
the
are
worst.
12s.
But I'm
She has
just
to
saying,
practice.
Mr. Rogers, real humans, this is what we need our kids to see.
Bro, he
not
was a vet.
Instagram.
He was a
Did you ever
vet.
see? Did you
I
ever see
know.
Mr. Rogers?
sniper.
I mean, the movie. Did you ever see the movie, the documentary?
I did not.
Oh,
Oh, the
so good.
documentary or the Tom
The
Hanks
actual
one?
documentary. The Tom Hanks one is really
no,
good too, though.
I would
They're
like to
both
see the
good. They're both
documentary.
good.
They're
I
both
should watch
really
it.
good. Yeah, they're both really good. I forgot where they filmed that show. Pittsburgh.
I don't know. I don't care. I just
Or-
fucking love Mr.
I don't know, but he had
Rogers.
over 350 confirmed kills.
Oh,
That's
okay.
right.
Man's a
Found it.
sniper.
I found it. So
Mhm.
in
Hey,
at
man's
the
got to do what he do.
at the
Mhm.
end of it ends with us because they put
Here
out
we go.
Blake Lively's cut and not
Oh,
his
here we
cut.
go
They
again.
thanked Gordon
Damn it.
Reynolds, who is nice
Uh-huh.
cool. So yeah.
They did what? They thanked who?
They
That
thanked
seems mean.
like
For
who
what?
cares?
Yeah,
Do that,
right?
Like on
Yeah.
a pub,
Oh,
on a
no.
public
And they
stage.
so
and
sad.
Lady
Oh,
Deadpool
no.
shot him in front of a flower shop, which is like, it's very
Yeah.
like, you have to look into it and like believe this stuff.
Yeah,
And
that's
it could be
shady.
coincidental. It could be coincidental, but it also is kind of
No.
coincidental, right?
First
No,
of all,
I don't think so. I think you're right.
Nice pool got shot by like 50 Deadpools, not one.
But they killed him in front of a. But they killed him. They
And she was the first person to shoot it.
yeah.
You don't see
Oh
that. You don't see that.
no! Oh, so
I don't know. I haven't
sad.
seen the movie enough. But anyway, the whole thing seems sus, and actors are crazy. Shocker.
So they
Oh,
So
and
sad.
Ryan
Gordon
Reynolds.
Oh my god.
Ryan Reynolds did
Oh
the
my
same
God.
thing to the
Uh-huh.
Deadpool series. He stole the
Go
movie. Like
ahead, tell
Tim,
me.
what is it? The director of Deadpool 2
Uh-huh.
left in the middle of production because he was so adamant about having control over
remember
everything.
that, yeah.
And so now they're trying to do the same thing. And they're trying
Yeah.
to buy the rights to the books because they want to make more movies. And the author is siding with them because they have the
Of
access
course,
to
he
like
wants to
stuff.
sell the movie.
Sure.
He wants to make
Yeah.
money. I would.
Yeah.
It's a she, but yeah.
Yeah,
It's
good
a-
for her. You got to
Yeah,
wring that fucking
okay.
rag for all it's worth. Get that cash, bitch.
It's just shady because Justin Baldoni
Yeah, she's
reached
a
out to her and
rag.
said, "Can I do this movie?" And then
She's
she
on the
said
rag?
yes, and now she's on the other
And-
side.
Cunt
Oh,
rag.
shocker. Hollywood is a difficult business.
I mean,
It's
Ryan
unethical.
Reynolds.
I
Ryan
w-
Reynolds is the producer of Deadpool, so I understand if he doesn't want that director to work with him, get his ass out of here. Like,
He
That's how
forced
it
no,
works.
he did that in the first movie. He took a pay cut so that he could have like a producer credit.
yeah, that's what actors do.
That's fucked up. And I wonder.
Well, it's a smart
does it-
move because he makes more
You
money
do
on the back end.
understand.
Ben,
You do
Come
understand,
on,
like
it's Hollywood.
actors will
business
take
that's
decision.
shady.
actors will
It's a
literally
business
take no
decision.
No, it's
pay.
not because Robert Downey Jr. did the same thing. 'cause
Yeah,
he
he
knew
took
he
no
got more
pay.
money off the back end than if he
Exactly.
got paid in the front.
You get more money as a producer than an actor if the movie's
Yeah.
a big hit.
But
Okay,
like
yeah.
also it's just shady because you're taking other people's movies. Like they're the ones that want to make these projects and then you're fucking stealing it from them and bullying
Well,
them.
yeah,
out of it.
you're vanitying it. You're
Hey,
putting
more-
your
let me
name
explain
attached to it.
something
But
to you.
then the
Money-
alternate of
money
that is
talks.
money talks. And
Mhm.
by attaching her as a quote creator
Mhm.
to it, it
It
means
brings
it's going
it
to
more
get more
credibility.
prestige. Exactly.
She
That's
got a credit
just
with like
business.
the
It sucks.
there's a executive producer club or something
Are you
in
upset
Hollywood.
about this?
I'm
She
no,
is,
I'm just
clearly.
no, I'm not. But I think
Something's
it's
really
fucked up.
got you
I think it's
ramped
fucked
up.
up. No, I'm because I was listening to it. But she got an
Mhm.
executive producer credit in this like producer membership club
As
in
she
Hollywood,
should.
and
Mhm.
because of this.
Yeah, I mean, she's executive
Membership.
producer
She also fired the composer and hired Taylor Swift or something like that.
Taylor
Or
Swift did not
Swift's
work on
friend.
that movie.
No, it was Taylor Swift's friend.
Yeah, I mean, she is close friends
Who,
with Taylor Swift.
Kelsey?
They're really
Was
good
it
friends.
Travis?
Was it Travis
Travis do the
Kelsey, or
music?
maybe her Travis's brother that retired?
Oh my god, you
Jason?
guys are so
Jason
annoying.
Kelsey,
Anyways,
yeah.
ask your question,
Let's,
Carlos.
yeah, let's move on from this topic. I'm bored.
No,
No,
my
it's really
question
a-
was
I-
going to be for Marie. Is like, you know what those straws with the sugar in it? Marie, do you
Oh,
like
I
eat
wanted
them, like
one of
put them
those
in your mouth,
today.
or do you snort
Pixie
them?
sticks.
Jesus, calm down
Pixie
tonight.
sticks.
You know what? I did want some of those like sour straws. Those are really good.
Okay, well, there we
Okay.
go. And the verdict is Justin Butterface sucks.
Oh my god, you're
Yay.
so annoying. You're
Where's he
being a
from?
hater.
But what's he from?
You're a
Besides
fucking
this
hater.
movie, what else has Justin
He was
Baldoni
also
done?
in
I never heard of the guy
Like
till
five
this.
feet apart.
No,
never
he was
heard of
also. I
Is
think
that a
he
COVID
was,
movie?
No, he was
He's more
Gordon
of a
Poole.
he was in shut up. Door he's more
Whirlpool?
of like a director.
Oh, is he? Okay, I don't know. I've never heard of
He's
the guy.
nobody. It's whatever. He got rights
Never
to a
heard of the guy.
book and he wanted to make
That's
it.
why this is why the thing is because she has all the power and he's a nobody.
He's
Yeah,
handsome.
make a better
He's got
movie.
that going for him.
He's very handsome.
He should have
Good look-
just.
no, he's a good-looking fella.
Yeah,
should
I
have
don't
not-
know any of these movies.
He's better
so
looking
yeah,
than
he's a
Ryan
no
Reynolds.
one.
He should have never put her in the movie.
I
didn't
mean,
know.
of course,
He didn't know.
yeah, he wants the prestige. It's all,
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
like
he-
I said,
but she
this
could have
is
played.
all
She
just
could have came off
expected
of like
Hollywood
we're friends,
drama.
Justin. We're friends. Let's do a movie together.
You know,
they saw her. They saw
you know,
her.
the thing is, if he thought the movie was gonna be any good, he wouldn't need her. If he thought it
Yeah,
was
well,
gonna be any
we all
good.
know that that's not true in Hollywood.
But that
You
movie,
should make another movie and
I'm
have
just
Scarlett
surprised that a
Johansson in it.
man this handsome is
I like
not
that. I
like-
like that.
a superstar in Hollywood just by virtue of just being this attractive.
but can he act?
She's worth like 400 million,
No.
and he's worth like 4 million or
No,
something
no,
like
no,
that.
no. He,
No.
Ryan Reynolds
Ryan
is
is
worth
worth
400 million.
400 million.
No, wait, let's
Let's
look it up.
correct that.
She's not worth
God,
a
can
shit.
you imagine being this handsome and then going to Hollywood and like no one cares about you? And it's
yeah,
like
I
you
walk
should
through
have
Hollywood all the
stayed in
time.
your small
one seems to-
pond.
I just came through Hollywood last week and nobody stopped me.
No one seemed to
Like,
give
what
a
the
shit.
fuck?
Oh,
I'll
she's
be-
worth 30 million.
I even called it out as I was walking around. Me over here, everybody.
This
look at
guy
me.
is a fucking perfume model.
I walked
like,
on Hollywood
he's
Boulevard
a
just last
Gucci
Thursday.
model.
I even heard somebody
And-
yell out, "Is that Justin Butterface?" I was like, "Of course it is, man. Of course."
Should have stayed wherever you're from. Like if you would have stayed in Kansas City, oh my God, every would have just like laid at your feet. Oh, he was born in Los Angeles. Oh, he was fucked from the start. Oh,
God.
poor,
You know what
poor
this-
Justin.
Listen,
Diamond
this
dozen.
city.
You
Justin's a
should have
diamond dozen
taken
in
your
Hollywood,
beauty
that's
to
why.
a Midwestern
is-
state, and we
let me-
would have
yeah,
laid
let me-
down and been
let me
like,
tell you-
whatever you want, sir.
LA is truly a dime a dozen. There's a.
I know.
Absolutely.
It's crazy. It really is. When you walk around like the parts of town I live, it's like,
You know what?
where everybody coming from? They all just walked out of a magazine.
It's
Like,
it's like when I go to Italy and I look around and I'm just like, holy shit, you guys are all so fucking hot. And it's really, it's just that they're all skinny. That's
And
really what it
that's
is.
really what it is. They're all
It's
skinny
really
and, they all,
so-
and they all have 5 o'clock shadows.
Unfortunately
That's-
true.
That's what it is.
Fair.
They're all skinny and they all have 5 o'clock shadows. If you're skinny and you have a 5 o'clock shadow,
Check,
You-
check, sexy.
yeah, you're already like you already set it like a number 7. Right?
Yeah.
You can only go up now.
I would agree with that.
I imagine that people like going to LA is probably a culture shock of some sort because I bet everyone has like plastic surgery or injections
is.
or
It's
filler or
weird.
anything like that. Like
I just
What?
visited once and I was like, this place is fucking
I mean, it
weird.
also
They're
comes down
aliens.
to what part of LA you're in, also. But anywhere on the west side, yes, 100%, 100%.
what's
I stayed in West Hollywood. It was lovely.
Oh yeah, West Hollywood is
That
like-
Ramada with like that dome roof.
yeah.
Did that burn
was-
down?
No, West Hollywood did
Oh.
not burn down.
West
No.
Oh, it
Hollywood's
was such an
fine.
awesome hotel, and the room that I had roof
still
access, like not
fabulous.
official roof
That was very
access,
fabulous.
but like I could open the window and go out on the roof and just like
Mm.
look over at LA. It was really nice. I had a great time.
Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. Now, did you also watch the OJ? You said you watched an OJ Simpson documentary?
Oh, I saw that
There
too
was
on
a
Netflix.
New one, yeah.
Yeah.
Netflix.
New one.
Again?
What's it? Wait. What's it
Again?
called?
Oh
What's it
my
called?
lord.
I don't know,
Called
OJ something.
American.
You sure it's new? Because that's the old
Manhunter?
one.
American Manhunt.
American Manhunter. Yeah, it just came out last week.
Yep. Did you watch
Really?
it, Carlos?
I did. I saw it.
Yeah. What
Man,
did
those
you
cops
think?
fucked that shit up.
Are you sure? Is you sure you
Oh,
guys didn't?
boy.
You sure
Tell
that's
you
not
what.
the other one that came out like 3 years ago?
No,
It
it
came
is a
out
new
last
release.
week on
What
Netflix.
other information they
Netflix.
possibly have? Because the first one was
It's
amazing. It was a
not-
9-part
Oh,
documentary. or
and
whatever.
That was just
that
6
is-
parts.
And
Or
that
6
is the highest and best version of the OJ case.
Okay.
But this one, it made me angry the
Oh,
more and
really?
more I watched it. However, it did enlighten me about some different things. And I've watched that giant documentary that they had. And I even watched the ESPN one that was like really long. I don't
30
know
for
if that was
30?
the Netflix one. I don't remember, but I watched
Yeah,
I
the
watched a lot
ESPN
of
one
stuff.
was a 9-part one. That was the one.
Then I watched both. Like in several hours worth. What the fuck are you doing, Marie?
Stretching.
That's good for your fasciitis on the back end. I can't remember the
I
name of
know.
the muscle. Anyway, it
That's
did.
why
It
I'm
made
doing
me
it.
really mad. But I kept watching it, and it's
Huh?
because I'm a completionist.
Okay.
I guess I don't know, but I've watched all these other documentaries, and I don't know if it's because of cognitive bias. You remember the information basically you want to remember, but this one, for whatever reason, really nailed home why he got off, and it maybe it had just never been laid out so bare in or because it's the most recent thing, recency bias. Maybe that's what my brain is using, but I was just like, holy shit. I don't blame this jury for saying not guilty, even though he's guilty as fuck. It nailed home the Mark Furman issue and how
What's Mark Furman?
Mark Furman is the police officer who found the bloody glove on OJ's property.
The glove didn't fit.
That's all theater and bullshit.
Yeah.
But Mark Furman found the glove on OJ's property. Mark Furman is a terrible racist, and he will even say this. He's like, I have no defense. I was at a time in my life, da 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 da. I have nothing. I can't say anything to change your mind. He was a terrible racist. Maybe he still is. I don't know. But I don't believe he planted that glove. But the defense fucking eviscerated him. And when he got on the stand, by advice of his lawyer, he answered every question. I plead the fifth. And the specific question of, did you plant evidence in this case? He said, I plead the fifth. That
Weird.
is tantamount to a, yes, I did, and I don't want to get in trouble.
It's supposed to not be though, but
Yeah,
yeah, we all
but
think the same thing. We all think it.
And so, yeah, I don't blame him. That is he fucking torched that case. And it just.
Why would he do that? Like, if he didn't
Because he's
do
trying
all
to
those
protect
things,
himself. I get it. He's trying to protect himself. He's trying to get away from
Yeah, he
his own
didn't want to
legal
get
trouble.
fired.
No, not get fired, because he knew he was going to get fired. There was no question he was going to get
if
fired.
he didn't do
He
it,
didn't want to
then why
get
wouldn't he get in trouble?
prosecuted. He didn't want to get prosecuted for perjuring himself by saying, I've never used the N-word.
Oh.
So do you think when they release another documentary, we're going to talk about this again?
Probably.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
But
Well,
I
from the
have.
be-
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say right from the beginning, this looked like an open and shut case. I mean, there was
Yeah.
so much evidence
Yes.
stacked against him.
Because it is a open
It
and shut
is.
case.
It's
So
it is.
much.
It is.
And they said, they made a comment. This is another documentary I saw where they said that OJ was set free or was found not guilty as payback for the Rodney King thing.
Yeah,
the
I heard that
cops.
too.
I could see that, but also like that in the background plus the Mark Furman stuff. I don't blame him.
But
I
the
really
funny
don't.
thing is
Wait,
Robert
wait.
Shapiro, Robert
Go ahead.
Shapiro, even in his book, said he doesn't believe the police planted any evidence against OJ. Nothing was planted.
Oh, but he
I don't-
wasn't the lead
he
on the
didn't believe
case.
OJ was innocent. He definitely did not.
He
No,
didn't.
he
He was not the lead on the
his
case. He
client.
quickly took a
And Johnny
back
Cochran
seat.
was his.
Yeah,
And as
Cochran.
soon as
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
over,
yeah.
he did interviews to get himself back in the good graces of his
Right,
social
sure.
circles.
Well, it's the same as Kim Kardashian's dad.
Yeah.
Robert
Would say-
Kardashian.
would say that he was guilty as hell.
Yep.
But
And
what are you gonna do? He's my client. That's how it goes.
I'm gonna name names because this documentary pissed me off so much that I had to go and like find the names of all the people that I wanted to call
Go ahead,
out.
name names. Go.
First of all,
Yeah, they better be listening.
Yeah. Justin Bonerhead.
the lawyer, Carl Douglas.
Carl
That's-
Douglas is
Carl
such a
my
Douglas.
fucking
God.
Carl
dick.
Douglas is hilarious.
Is he a
Such a
lawyer or a
clown.
defense attorney?
Defense attorney. It's a lawyer, right?
No, he's
Defense
really.
attorney.
He's
I mean, is
really.
he on the
lawyer.
defense? Or is he on the
He's
defense
really.
or the prosecution?
He's really a minister. Well, he
This
talks.
guy.
He is the
Prosecution.
worst.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to
Oh, yeah,
punch
yeah.
him in the face a million times. He's so dramatic. He's so bombastic.
Mhm.
He drove me
Yep.
crazy. And it was so clear when he believed what he was saying and when he didn't believe what he was saying.
Wait, so
Because he would take on this aspect.
Yeah. But what's funny
But
is that
then
he
when
even
he would really
said
believe something, he would talk about it in a normal tone of voice. I'm like, you fucking performer.
attorneys wanted to be celebrities. They loved the cameras on them.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he totally drove that home every time
Oh,
I
yeah.
saw him on camera. This guy was he so wanted to be a celebrity and be wanted the #1 spot in this documentary.
to be Johnny
He wanted to
Cochran.
be about him.
Well,
Yeah.
it was clearly. I mean, he probably had the most screen time of anybody, and I wanted to punch
Well,
him in the
he's
face.
the
he
last.
was for
He's
the-
the
he
last
was for
one
the
alive,
defense.
right?
Right.
He was on the defense.
Shapiro's
yeah.
alive.
Oh, Shapiro's still alive. Okay.
And he doesn't have anything to do with this case because he's smart. He doesn't do
Yeah.
interviews.
Yeah.
Okay, other names.
Oh,
that
the other guy's still alive too.
Hershwitz,
Hershowitz. Yeah.
the New York guy or
The New York
Jersey
guy that
what's
the
the
Epstein
other
guy.
one?
tried
too.
Dr. Fung.
Mm-hmm.
The other guy is still alive. God, what's his fucking name? The one who did was it the DNA evidence? What was that name that you just used?
Robert
Hershowitz.
Hershowitz.
Hi.
No, this is
Okay.
somebody else. Somebody Shack? Something Barry Shack? Am I making
Oh,
it up?
Shaq.
It's
He's still
Shaq. I think
alive.
it's
I think
Barry.
he's the one who cross-examined Dennis Fung.
Yes. And okay,
Fucking
what's
idiot.
so fucking weird is I watched this OJ documentary, and then later that night I was watching Forensic Files to go to sleep because there's nothing that puts me to sleep like Forensic Files. He showed
that
up on
boring,
an
huh?
episode. No, it's great, but it's just years of being trained because I used to watch it late at night on Discovery ID when I was like 18 years old. But anyway, he showed up on an episode of Forensic Files, and I was like, small world. Hey, Barry. You know,
Did he
doing his
recognize
thing.
you?
No, but I recognized him.
Okay.
Okay, next name I'm naming. Mike Gilbert, that skeezy fucking agent, the white bald guy.
Oh, the sports agent.
Oh my God, he is disgusting. And how he's like trying to put himself like on this moral high ground now. And it's, yeah, you dropped
Right.
OJ after he had been dropped by literally everyone. All of the money that you could wring out of him, you already wrung. And then, oh, I made a moral decision to drop him. Fuck you. Absolutely
Yeah. What's
disgusting.
funny is that he said that he believes OJ did it, but at the same time, during this was going on, he was trying to help OJ.
Yeah, of course he was, because he's trying to help his client. He's trying to help his cash
Right.
cow. And
Right.
listen, I mean, if he would have came to it with an attitude of like, listen, I'm trying to make the most money. I got a family to support. I'm doing this and that. I would have had a much more generous view of him as opposed to, well, at the time I didn't think that he did it, but then he said that he might have. And then I was like, oh, I'm done with you. Yeah, you're done with him when he's out of money. Pathetic. Last one was the dorky blood guy, the DNA guy, Bill Thompson. Fuck that guy. Him and his buck teeth.
Oh, the goofy dude who was like
Yeah.
interviewed in a pile of papers around him.
Yep,
That
yep,
dude. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, yeah.
And
yeah.
he's also credit to the producers. They selected a lot of backgrounds that were like very
Yeah.
reflective of the person that they were
Yeah.
interviewing. The sister who they interviewed in like a blank room with a folding chair. That's
Yeah,
very,
yeah, yeah.
artistic and poignant in their eyes. But yeah, fuck Bill Thompson and his fucking buck teeth and his being like, I'm the white guy in this group of people. I'm a cool kid now too. Yes, Marie.
Okay, so I know I should know this, but I don't. So how did they get away with like proving the glove wasn't theirs?
I don't know, because that's ridiculous. It really is. That
Proving
was
that
so
it wasn't
comedic.
theirs.
It
What do you
wasn't
mean?
OJ's.
Like it didn't fit. I
Well,
don't know how they got away with that. It was comedic.
Because Darden is an idiot for one.
No,
Let's start with that.
Who's Darden?
no, do not talk
Absolutely,
badly about
absolutely.
Darden.
He's the
He should
prosecutor.
have gotten a brand new pair of isotoners that exact size,
Mhm.
not those
Yep.
gloves, not the used gloves,
You're right.
new gloves.
You're right.
Put these things on. And if they fit, these are yours.
Now remember too, put them on over the other glove.
Yeah, over latex
spread
gloves,
your hands as
and they're
much
all
as
dried
possible.
up from being soaked in whatever blood. Now they're all dried up and shrunk a bit. I mean, come on.
But also, like
that
I
was
said,
the stupidest move.
And he's
I know,
spreading his
but
hand
Chris
much as
Darden,
he can.
What a gentle soul and a
No, he
wise,
sucks.
kind man. No,
Mhm.
he is an angel, and his reflections in this and other documentaries, I'm like, you are a good.
I mean, let's be honest. What is the number one evidence that you knew he was guilty?
Literally everything.
The chase.
His blood was everywhere.
Yeah, no,
And her blood was also.
It's everything. It's the fucking Nicole's journal that said in a safety deposit box that says, if I'm dead, he killed me. Here are all the pictures of the domestic violence that happened against me.
No, but it's clearly the blood. That's her blood's in the Bronco.
The blood,
her blood's on his clothes. His
all
blood's
of
on the
this
scene.
shit.
It's everything. It's all the DNA. It's everywhere. And no one tries to drive to Mexico with a gun to his head, telling the cops, "I'm gonna kill myself." What for,
innocent.
dude? What'd you do?
I know. It's ridiculous.
Because I know you're gonna say it's me.
Because it was you.
How
did Goldman's blood get in the Bronco?
That's another thing. My blood was in the Bronco.
Because it was planted.
By Mark Furman. All right, well there you go. Guilty.
No,
He's dead.
No. I got two more. I'm
what I
not
wanna say
calling
about
out.
Darden-
I'm giving them love.
Okay.
Oh, Darden.
Darden
What about
is
Darden?
that was just a bad move. He's a good attorney, but that was just a bad move.
He is a good attorney. It was a bad move. It was absolutely a bad move.
It wouldn't have mattered because
like they said in the documentary, OJ naked gun that shit up.
Oh
he was
yeah,
playing it up.
Oh
big
yeah.
time.
And I think Chris Darden said that. He's like, he got up there and did the naked gun thing.
Yeah,
and
it
was a bad move.
When they interviewed the
but
jury,
he was young.
The jury straight up says it. We did that. He was black, so we made him innocent because all the times they wronged us. Okay, all right.
I mean, it's a variety. It's a confluence of events.
Yeah, gotcha.
But other people I'm going to call out as good guys. Tom Lang, the actual lead detective, not fucking Mark Furman.
Tom Lang,
very, very good man. Clearly has seen some shit. Very plainly spoken. I really liked him. And then Ron Shipp. OJ is the only one of OJ's friends
Ron
that
Shipp.
testified. That is a man with integrity, and he is a beautiful soul.
And they tried to make him look like he's some sort of alcoholic.
Yeah, of course they did. They have to kind of discredit however they can.
Right.
It's bullshit.
Right.
And how about Justin Baldoni?
He wasn't there.
You were obsessed.
Justin Butterface.
I'm so obsessed with him.
And but what's funny is all
wasted
the
15 minutes on
evidence
him.
they didn't present and all the so-called notes that Furman did. Man, don't write notes, man. If this is evidence, bag it up.
That's what Tom
Bag it
Lang
and
said.
tag
He's
it.
like, what are these fucking
Jesus
notes? There are
Christ.
people here. Tell them. Go get
Exactly.
this thing.
If Furman
Exactly.
Furman literally jumped over the fence and started doing his own shit and is like, hey, you should probably
Mark
wait for everybody
Furman
else.
is
And he's
obviously.
like, I
mean,
got
I
this.
don't know
I
if
got
now
this.
I believe in redemption, so maybe he's a different person now. I don't
He is
know, but I
different.
know that at
Yeah.
the
I would
time he was
say that
definitely a
he
piece
is.
of shit.
He's different.
Whoa.
Yeah, Mark Furman's way different.
Whoa!
But see, I don't believe Furman dropped the glove back there because
I don't think he did too.
It corroborated with
think he.
Cato Kalin's story where he
Oh,
got banging on
Cato.
the wall.
I don't
And I
think
met
that
Cato
he-
one time in Sacramento, and he had nothing good to say
Cato.
about OJ.
Well, good for him.
Cato.
I mean, I
Wait,
feel like Cato
wow,
was somebody
Cato.
that was kind of like caught in the middle. I kind of feel a little bit sorry for Cato, but not nearly as sorry as I feel for Nicole and Ron. And that whole thing is so fucking sad.
And Ron just was in the
You
wrong
got
place
Paul
at the
on
wrong
your
wrong
place at the
time.
wrong time. Yeah.
That's it.
Story of my
But I-
life.
But I still
No,
don't
not
understand
like
the
this.
motive. I'm like,
You're still alive, aren't you?
All right.
OJ
Well,
carried
there you
all
go.
that hatred from the recital all through the
get it.
night because
I
of what
get
she was
it.
apparently wearing.
I
mean,
get it.
clearly the man had rage
Yeah.
control issues, and he's an abuser, so I guess
Yep.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
A user and abuser.
You can't. That's the thing. You can't try to like as a good person. You can't be like, oh, that doesn't make sense. It's like you don't live in
Right,
that
right,
headspace.
right.
I mean,
You know
listen,
what I mean?
Kanye West
my
hasn't
God.
done it yet to his ex-wife only because he got a clone of her. That's it. OJ couldn't get a
Kanye's
clone.
not an abuser.
I don't know.
Mental
Who knows?
abuser. I'm going to
I
go with
don't know.
mental abuser, not a physical
Well, I mean,
abuser.
who knows? You
Who
know
knows?
what I mean?
I don't know. I know a lot of things, but I don't know that. All right. Well, anybody else watch anything else before we wrap it up?
I saw Nosferatu.
Oh yeah, what'd you think about that?
I didn't really like it.
I
What'd
thought
you
it was gonna be
think
boring.
about
Was it boring?
that?
It
Did
was
you
boring.
like it?
It did. That was Bill Skarsgård. You know that?
Yes, it was. I know it was. Yeah.
It got good when Willem Dafoe showed up
Oh, well,
because he
very
has
good.
the worst English accent,
And he's
made
Van
it so
Helsing.
good. Yeah, he was supposed to be Van Helsing. Yeah,
Uh-huh,
yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, when he showed up, it got good. I'm like, it
Oh,
takes an
yeah.
hour for him to show up, but he
It
shows
does.
up, and I'm like, this guy can't do an English accent to save his life.
This fucking
But-
guy.
Yeah, that's what I thought. As soon as he showed up and started talking, I'm like, come on, don't you have a dialect coach? Can somebody help you? But no, man. But he was good. I liked him in it, and that's what made it better for me. But it was just another vampire movie. I'm like, ugh. Another Bram Stoker story.
It's
Someone
Bram
trying to do
Stoker's.
better than the
Yeah,
last
that's all it
one.
is.
And
Yeah.
Nosferatu is not
it was,
Bram Stoker.
Yeah, it is.
it was
Nosferatu
no,
is
at the
based
end it
off of
says
Bram
it's
Stoker.
based off.
It is based on Bram Stoker. Yeah, that's what it is.
based
yeah.
off.
I'm double checking this.
Yeah, that's what it's based off of. Yeah.
Well, the movie at the end of the credits said based off, I think, Nosferatu and Bram Stoker's Dracula. So they try to combine the two.
They even
And the only
they
one who ever
even,
called him Nosferatu was Helsing, was Willem Dafoe's character.
Willem Dafoe. Yeah, he was. Yeah, but they even added.
Nosferatu was the movie in 1890.
Yeah,
wait,
yeah.
I'm
It's the
sorry.
first. It's
Was
the
the
first movie
1978,
adaptation. Mhm.
yeah, of
Mhm.
Bram Stoker. But the
Yeah,
name Nosferatu, like I feel like that only comes from the movie. I don't.
It
think
is.
it's from
He
the
couldn't.
book.
He when they made that movie, he couldn't adapt it exactly. So he just. This is how I would make that movie, and I call it this. So you know what I mean? It's not an official adaptation. It's just an unauthorized adaptation.
Oh, it was unauthorized.
Yes,
Florence Stoker, the author's widow, sued the film's producers for copyright infringement
See?
in 1925.
Okay. Well, there you
Yeah,
go.
and this vampire wasn't biting necks. He was biting like the chest above the heart. He went straight to the artery. He went
That's
straight to the
stupid.
source.
That doesn't make any
Nosferatu?
sense. You can't fucking get to
Yes,
it. The vena
Nosferatu.
cava is
Did
under
you see
your
it, Marie?
sternum.
You
can't
don't
get
know.
to
You're
it.
not a vampire.
Yes, I
You
do.
don't know.
I've studied anatomy.
First of all,
You don't have
vampires aren't real. They're
fangs
not
that can
real.
penetrate
They're
the.
I've
come
been
on.
elbow deep in bodies.
God.
They do not.
I've been
I
elbow
have.
deep.
Come on.
Yeah.
That night
know-
wasn't a good night for me either.
you know-
Elbows
I
deep,
know,
I'll tell
I
you
was-
what.
I was in funeral school. You guys know that,
it's-
right? I'm not
it-
just. I'm
yes.
gonna
No, we
disclaimer
know
that
this,
for
we
the
know this. It
listener. I
was-
don't want them to think I'm
It
a
was
serial killer.
slow. It's a little slow.
It's slow.
The
And-
audio wasn't very good, so it was hard to watch.
I have no idea. Was the audio any good? I don't
I
know.
thought it was
Because
fine.
it kept
I
being,
saw it in
it
the
kept
theater.
being like really quiet, and then it would be really loud. So
Well,
I
every
couldn't-
time that
but that's
idiot
how
would
the movie
talk,
is. That's how the movie
times.
is.
yeah.
Well, my parents, they don't like that.
I
don't like-
hate no. That makes
hate
me
that.
so angry when I have to like turn movies up and down and up and down and
The
up and
movies
down.
was like that. Every
So
time that
annoying.
idiot
Yeah.
talked, Count
Exactly.
Orlok, it
The
was
Yeah.
super low
mixing,
and
the mixing. You
So
So
need
I
to
wasn't
boring.
able
level
to
it
really
out.
hear what was going on.
Sign
There
the
weren't any subtitles,
papers.
and I had to like be respectful to them. So like I had to turn it way down, so I couldn't hear like the low parts, which was like almost all the time. But I want to watch it and like, but I kind of liked it. I liked it for what I did say.
town.
You saw.
And then the ladies in your town. That's how he talks in the movie.
You call
He
me.
talks like that.
You
Um,
call me Lord.
But I enjoyed it.
Bye, Marie.
You know, they added everything. They even added the Voyage of the Demeter in it. Even that's in the movie. Like,
Oh,
yeah. So they
that's kinda
covered the whole thing.
fun.
It's just slow, and the fact that the movie's just about a thirst trap. That's all it's about. He's just a horny ass old man. That's it.
So
He's a
big
horny ass.
now.
Oh, he's huge. He's huge.
How old
huge.
now?
17?
5 months?
Oh,
4 months.
and wearing 12-month clothing.
He's a chunker.
Mhm.
Oh,
That's
he's
a
a monster.
blessing. A chunker
He's a
baby is a
monster.
blessing.
He's a big guy.
Mm.
He's what are you,
monster.
Marina? 19 pounds? Yeah,
Hmm.
19 pounds.
That means
26
nothing. You
inches
have to give
tall.
me the percentiles. I don't know, Jack.
I have no idea.
I'm sure she knows. Ask her.
What's the percentile?
What's the percentile of his tile?
90%.
Yeah. Yeah, that seems about right. Yeah.
That means 90% of his body's full of just chub.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
It's beautiful. That's like I said, a fat baby is a blessing.
Oh, he's a
All of my
chub.
all
He's a
of my
chub.
babies were fucking skinny as shit, and I was like,
Mm.
"Could you please eat?"
Okay, yeah. So
Well,
his
next time, don't rent him from Ethiopia.
they They came
His
from
height.
me.
Oh, what?
How can
Yeah.
they be so skinny?
That is true. Good fact.
I know.
They
So
absorbed
his
those.
height is 84%.
Oh.
His weight 98%.
Oh, 98.
Oh
He's
boy.
obese. He's obese.
No, it's
Oh,
a
yeah.
beautiful
Mhm.
thing.
He
Fat
has- does
babies
he
are
have-
the best.
Does he have diabetes?
I bet he's got like the triple rolls on the thigh. Oh my God, so cute.
Oh, he's got. Oh, his feet. His toes look like cartoon toes. And he's 87% on his head size.
He got
no,
a
he's
big
a big
ass
boy.
head,
He had a big
a
head.
He's a
long ass
big
body,
boy.
and
Yeah.
some thick thighs.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, he could play.
Amelia got to be a little
yeah.
bit chunky around like 6 months, and she got to be a little chunky. And every time I saw her, I was like, whenever I changed her diaper, I would sing in my head. I was like, slow songs for this day for skinny hoes. To turn it up, you need a tempo because you got this little thick thighs, and you'd be like,
I mean, that's not right.
no,
That's
it's
not right.
adorable.
Well,
Okay.
compared to his
Adorable.
last weight assessment, he is more obese.
He's not obese. There is no obese category for infants.
I don't
Yes.
think so either. I don't think so either.
There isn't.
Because my oldest son was the same way, and he's skinny little dude.
Yeah, he's normal.
Yeah.
He's baby.
I don't know. I don't know about
no,
that.
because you ratchet it up, and then when they get to the point where they can walk, and holy shit, they're just like,
Well, they
fuck
burn
food.
it off, then they get
And then
picky because they don't want to eat.
Yeah, they don't want to eat anything. Once they turn out that they can actually walk and go places, they're like, I don't need fucking food. So they're building up the reserves.
Well, there you go. All right. Before we go, anybody catch the Grammy Awards?
No,
Okay. Well, Beyonce won Album of the Year.
I heard that.
Yep. Very
Album of the year,
controversial.
or a country album? Or
Both.
Mm.
Album was horrible.
Eh.
But you know
Was
what?
a country album any good?
No, it was horrible. Country album was horrible.
Oh.
I did see some reaction gifts to her when she won country. She was like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, seriously? No. She shouldn't have won. For
And I'm
either one.
sure she was like, "Oh fuck, man, I don't want this hate."
You know what's funny? The look
I
on her
would've been
face was
pissed
that.
if I were her.
The look
I
on her
would've been
face was
like,
like, should I stand up? Sort of take a bathroom break right now? Like,
Yeah, I feel bad for her. Like, here I am feeling bad for a multimillionaire, but I'd be like, yeah, I don't want that shit. Fucking
well, it's
turn
funny
that shit
'cause
to Toby Keith or
it's a-
whoever nonsense.
isn't he dead? Anyway,
Is he?
yeah, I think he died this year or last year.
Who's the one that's married to Nicole Kidman?
or Keith Urban.
Carl, no,
yeah,
not Carl.
that one. No, not Carl Urban.
His
Keith Urban.
brother Keith. His brother
His
Keith.
brother Keith.
Keith Urban. There you go. That
It's
one.
her first album of the year ever, and it's like her worst album.
Probably because she got snubbed all those other years. They're like, I gave her 2 awards this year.
You know why I think she got it? Honestly, because every other award show snubbed her. Look, even the CMAs wouldn't even put her in any categories.
So that's
Well, that's
crap.
not
That's
cool.
garbage.
Well,
They did the
that's-
same
that
thing
is-
to
that's a-
Fairy Boy. What's his name?
They did the same thing to Little
Old
Nas
Town
X.
Dave.
Road guy.
They did.
Oh,
They wouldn't
yeah,
nominate
yeah.
Little Nas X either.
They even
Little
took him off country
Nas.
radio until Hanky
Billy
Panky
Ray.
Boy. What's his name? Billy Ray.
That's
Bill
not
Rye.
really even
Icky
country. Though. I
breaky
don't
guy.
even consider
You know,
that.
but when I hear that song,
Country.
it's like it's a rap song.
I like it, but I
I
don't
like it too.
consider
Like,
it country.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fronting as a country song.
yeah, and
And
that's
that's-
fine.
It's a rap song.
Yeah,
And that's the
Yeah.
thing about Beyonce. Her song that she has, Texas Hold'em.
yeah.
I go,
I like
I
it.
go, it's like you went in the studio to purposely make a line dance song, but we know you're not country. It's
I
like
liked it. I thought it was a
No,
good
no,
song, but like you said,
that's
it's not.
that's
it's
the
not a-
only good song
yeah.
I swear on the album. Is just
Oh,
that
I
song.
wouldn't know.
The rest of it, you're like, this isn't country. This is R&B, and you just added some country sound to
twang.
it. Yeah.
Hit some twang.
Well, there you go, everybody. That's the show. Thanks for tuning in to Nerds Talking the Podcast. Anything else before we go? Anybody else watch anything before we go? Anyone?
I'm
is
gonna
in there.
plug
You're gonna
Impolite
plug?
Society.
Okay, go ahead. Break it down.
Most recent episode about traumatic brain injuries. Very interesting. If you have any interest in how the human brain works
Marie should listen.
and all the different ways your brain can go horribly wrong or horribly right, have a listen. It is fantastic. And then our choking episode as well is out there. I just want all the men on the podcast to listen to it. Just, keeping
Which
in
one?
mind the
choking episode.
sexual
Choking.
strangulation episode, just to keep in mind as you're doing your late night documentary sleuthing.
Is it
Just
auto
listen.
asphyxiation episode?
No, it's the
No.
ones that you see in your late night documentaries
Mm.
Mhm.
on Pornhub.
Hey, I
Oh.
bookmarked it.
What?
Yeah.
I know.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying.
speaking
I
of-
just assume.
Speaking of, isn't there? Oh man, what's that bill they're trying to pass? Some idiot in Midwest trying to pass a bill where he's trying to make it illegal to masturbate unless it's for reproductive
Oh, fuck off.
whatever.
Oh,
I'm like, who's
fuck.
gonna police this?
No one.
Who's
No one. This
who's
is.
gonna
You know what?
uphold
I
this?
haven't even seen
I won't
this
be on
news
next week's
story.
episode. Just let you guys know. I got to turn myself in.
I gotta flee to Mexico.
I mean, holy shit! I broke the law 7
I'm like,
times today.
If this
I
passes,
mean, yeah.
look, if this passes, you better send the SWAT to my house.
Not even that too. You're
There's
gonna walk into the-
there's gonna be a hostage situation. I'll be choking somebody.
Do I bring the evidence with me? How do I do
Yeah,
this?
exactly. Check out this video, fellas. No, check this out. No. Check it out.
Get
out.
You know, I do the whole thing where I
Everyone
try
just
to,
whips it out. SWAT just whips it
Yeah.
out.
like I open the door by like turning backwards with my back because I don't want to touch with my hands. I don't want. I got evidence all over my hands. DNA. I'm like the OJ of dicks. Like.
But anyway, Impolite Society, check us out everywhere you get your podcast. That's my other one.
Well, there you go, everyone.
Sounds
Impolite
good.
Society. Everywhere you can get it. Check it out. Make sure you subscribe, tell your friends. Impolite Society. There you go. Leave a comment. It's even better.
Do
Makes
it.
the show
Oh my
stand out
God,
more.
we got some creepy comments the last couple. We've been starting to put our episodes on YouTube, not on video, but
Yeah,
just
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
audio to like
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
logo. And we've been getting some creepy comments.
Probably from Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds.
No, God, I
Justin
wish.
Baldini.
God, I wish.
Justin Balbonis.
No, just some like rando losers throughout the country who were like.
Don't call me
burning.
that. Oh, I'm sorry.
Was that one of your? Was that message one of yours?
I'm Carl Douglas.
Yeah, Carl Douglas. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. There's Talking the Podcast for Laura,
Goodbye.
for Carlos.
Bye bye.
And I'm Lafayette. Catch you next time on Nerds Talking the Podcast.
Mason Schlaffer leads the way, the popcorn king we cheer. Katie sold her cookies, but the choice is crystal clear. From movie nights to Christmas lights, our snack will always shine. Popcorn's for the winners and the stars of Hollywood time. Pop, 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 everybody knows Boy Scouts got the snack that steals the show. Cookies may be sweet, let's tell the truth. Shout and scream, popcorn reigns supreme. Cookies are for heartbreak, a crumbled little treat. Popcorn brings the party, salty, warm, and sweet. Stringing it up on Christmas, take it to the show. Scouts are selling gold, and everybody knows. Pop, 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 everybody knows. Boy Scouts got the snack that steals the show. Cookies may be sweet, let's tell the truth. Shout and scream, popcorn reigns supreme. From silver screens to campfire scenes, our treat is here to stay. A bag of joy, a salty crunch, the perfect getaway. So grab a box, support the Scouts, let's make the legend grow. Popcorn beats the cookies, now the world will know. Pop, 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 everybody knows. Boy Scouts got the snack that steals the show. Cookies may be sweet, let's tell the truth. Shout and scream, popcorn reigns supreme.